Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So a Bitcoin elite trader, guys, is saying now XRP is the next shining bull after investing $500,000. This coming from XRPnews.crypto here on the X platform. So Bitcoin elite trader is now investing in XRP. Check this out. A prominent Bitcoin trader has proclaimed XRP the forthcoming star asset of the current bull market after investing $500,000 in the asset. This guy is called Dr. Profit, and he has on X explicitly designated XRP as the next shining bull. He even outlined a timeline for realizing his prediction. And here, guys, is the tweet. Dr. Profit on Twitter suggesting XRP is the next shining bull, bought $500,000 worth. See you in 30 to 60 days. He is assuming that we are going to see this price pump by either the end of March or the end of April. Of course, the setup here on the XRP chart looking very, very promising. We've talked about this in the past, giving some different price prediction models, suggesting the potential for that type of XRP price pump. I mean, I'm still seeing this Nike swoosh pattern forming on the XRP chart, something that, we have seen time and time again in the past before. Bull rallies in the past. We saw it here back in the doldrum days, back in 2020 during the beer flu. Boy, those were hard times before that uptick. Again, when we did see that bottom back in March of 2020, XRP did eventually pump 1,700%, almost 1,800%. We also saw it, guys, back in around here. So really just back after that initial pump back in 2017. But eventually, if we were to take it from the bottom, XRP did pump to all-time high after that pump by 2,800%. So, now we're seeing this set up, and that base is looking a lot longer than these two. So the longer the base, the higher in space. Hopefully we can get up, 2,000, 3,000% in this coming bull run. I recently did a video discussing this potential along with another indicator. I'll link that video up here in the top right-hand corner if you did not catch it. An XRP getting up towards $15 per coin. So just another price prediction model. And now we have Dr. Profit putting his money where his mouth is, $500,000 recently into XRP. And as you guys can see just from his profile here, he is a Bitcoin proponent. So I guess we will see what happens. Wanted to thank XRPnews.crypto and Dr. Profit, of course, for his insight on that. Going to keep moving along with Ripple partner news, guys. BVNK has now gone live as an e-money institution in Europe. This coming from ISO 20022. Let's do it. This is bolstering B2B payment services, including SEPA. So there has been a lot of noise around SEPA and B2B payments when it comes to Ripple and Ripple partners. Well, BVNK, that's going live as an e-money institution in Europe, bolstering B2B payment services. So they're growing across borders, and they need the ability to pay and be paid globally. BVNK enables merchants to easily send and receive payments in both digital and fiat currencies. Now, as an EMI in Europe, we can better meet the diverse needs of our customers and innovate at a greater pace in the future. As a licensed electronic money institution in the UK and Europe, BVNK provide name VIBANs for the euro and Great British pound and access to UK and Europe's payment schemes, including SEPA, SEPA Instant, and faster payments, so merchants can send and receive payments to suppliers and partners. While the firm has previously worked with partners to deliver these services as an EMI, they can manage them now directly. So guys, this is big news for BVNK. So they are the payment provider unifying banks and blockchains with a single API. The platform is excited to announce that its EMI license in Europe is live following an acquisition in 2023. BVNK now holds 8 licenses and regulatory approvals globally across fiat payments and digital assets. They have successfully operationalized System Pay Services in Malta Limited and the EU EMI entity. Last year, it also took live its UK EMI. With both licenses operational, the provider can now offer enhanced payment services for the Great British Pound and Euro. The BNB payment industry is worth around $113 trillion and is predicted to reach $137 trillion by the year 2027. And so recently I did just do a video on Ripple and how they're focused on B2B payments specifically. Now we're seeing this company here who's connected to Ripple discussing the same topics. If you guys didn't catch the B2B video, very interesting topic. I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. So there will, of course, be benefits to customers, including a simpler process for onboarding and faster resolution for payment queries. It also enables the firm to cater to a wider range of business needs, including higher value transactions. Of course, running on DLT technology, this is only going to streamline the process a lot quicker, more seamlessly, cheaper, cost-effectively, right? And everybody wins. At the end of the day, I always say, the XRP ledger, RippleNet, distributed ledger technology just as a whole. When done right, it can really reduce costs and everybody wins. It's quicker, it's more cost effective, more reliable. So the end user wins, the exchange or the financial institution, they win too. And Ripple wins, guys. All around, it's a way better option than so many other options out there. And just to reiterate, BVNK and their connection to Ripple, their business development, somebody associated with their company, they were at a business development meeting and they did mention Ripple here. Check this out.
And what do you think?
Just a quick comment. I think we also have to concentrate on the cross-border payments piece. You know, with traditional methods such as SWIFT, you're taking some certain corridors. Let's take, for example, from Southeast Asia, you're sending money into the EU or the UK. Settlement could take up to 5 or 6 days, and you're paying 2-3%, if not more, at times. And so we have to innovate in the space on traditional methods such as SWIFT, and we can use blockchain technology. You know, a lot of startups are coming into the space, for example, such as ourselves or other players who are innovating on stablecoins. There's players that are innovating on native tokens, such as Ripple. JP Morgan, who's already an existing, who are innovating on stablecoins. There's players that are innovating on native tokens, such as Ripple.
Big things are happening in this space, and we're just seeing it modernize every step of the way. So BVNK going live as an e-money institution in Europe, including the SEPA region and B2B payments, guys. The volume there is going to be huge. What did they say by 2027? It's something like $137 trillion in payments in volume. And right now we're sitting in and around $113 trillion. So some great news there. Wanted to thank ISO 20022, Let's Do It, and 801 XRP for posting that. Guys, I also happen to see this. This is affecting not one, but two Ripple partners. Hinduja plans to increase their stake in Ripple partner IndusInd, and they may get the RBI nod next month. So if the nod goes through, IndusInd, which is a Ripple partner, will be the first instance where promoters would increase their stake to a ceiling of 26% post RBI's IWG recommendation in 2021. So this is almost a go-ahead, guys. Hinduja Group reportedly expected to get the go-ahead from a regulator in the current financial year this March. IndusInd International Holdings, promoted by Ashok Hinduja, and its affiliate entity hold around 16.5% of IndusInd, and that is going to be increased, or at least they're proposing to increasing that to 26%. Now get this, guys, the same company is also invested in Kotak Mahindra Bank, which is another Ripple partner. Apart from Kotak Mahindra, IndusInd would also be the second instance in the private banking sector, with a promoter holding 26%, said the Hindu Business Line report. Now, just to kind of show you guys how big this company is, they are an Indian conglomerate. Hinduja Group is an Indian transnational conglomerate. The group is present in 11 sectors, including the automotive sector, oil and specialty chemicals, banking, and finance. So they really run the gamut here. IT and ITES, cybersecurity, healthcare, trading, infrastructure, product development, media and entertainment, power, and real estate. And their revenue in 2022 was $70 billion. So this is no joke here. A huge Indian conglomerate bank now taking up two larger stakes in two Ripple banking partners in India, Kotak Mahindra Bank and now IndusInd. So wanted to bring that up. That is an interesting development there for the Indian financial sector. More news here, guys, from Ripple payment partner Teray. They just announced Ruben Salazar, who's working for another Ripple partnered company, Visa. He is now going to be the new president for Teray. Expertise in the payments industry is expected to play a critical role in developing innovative solutions that will bolster Teray's offerings in cross-border money movement and non-traditional payment methods. So here's the announcement. It was just announced yesterday. Visa veteran Ruben Genovez joins Teray as president to drive global expansion. So clearly these guys want to become a bigger payment solution than their competition. Payment infrastructure company Teray has officially announced the appointment of Ruben Salazar for its new president. Salazar, who previously held the position of global head at Visa Direct, now brings a wealth of experience to Teray, having worked with major financial institutions such as Visa, Citibank, Barclays, and MasterCard. His tenure at Visa Direct was marked by significant contributions to the enhancement and expansion of Visa's money transfer services. So note that too, right? Maybe there's a connection to the Earthport deal there. In his new role, Genovez will focus on spearheading Teray's strategic initiatives aimed at global expansion and enhancing the company's payment infrastructure. Right now, we know that they're running on RippleNet, leveraging the XRP ledger. to perform payments using XRP. And considering this guy has experience with Visa, again, that niggling piece of me keeps going back to that Earthport connection. All these companies are running on distributed ledger technology, and really, it's only going to be a matter of time before Ripple has a large piece of the pie, whether that's 60%, 70%, even 50%. We're still really looking at a huge volume of utility that's going to be running through XRP over the XRP ledger. Chad Steingraber originally tweeted out a clip here with Ruben Salazar Genovez from back in August of last year. Strategic investment from Visa into Teray. And again, these were two Ripple partners. I will link this in the description if you guys want to read this further. But some more great news here with regards to Ripple partner Teray, now hiring on a former Visa executive. So some great news there. Thank you to Chad Steingraber for posting that. XRP drops here, guys, with this one. Ripple partners with the CIB. We talked a little bit about this yesterday. I will link that video up here if you didn't catch it. One of the best banks in Egypt. And I feel like a lot of this got overshadowed yesterday. This is a fairly big partnership. It is the leading private sector bank in the country. CIB became the first bank in Egypt to form a venture capital firm focused on financial services. And CIB also acquired 51% of Kenya's Mayfair Bank. So the lion's share of a major bank in Kenya. Listen to this.
National Bank, CIB, is the 2020 best bank in Egypt, based on its strong financials and client-centric business model. It is the leading private sector bank in the country and the preeminent corporate bank, offering a broad range of products and services. Earnings rose 23% last year, and ROE was an impressive 30%. CIB last year became the first bank in Egypt to form a venture capital firm focused on financial services, providing it with flexibility to adapt to unforeseen changes in the market. The bank is focusing much of its attention during the COVID troubles on its SME clients. CIB is implementing central bank directives to extend maturities and interest on loans for 6 months, forgiving 50% of the principal on loans to non-performing CME clients, and fully forgiving interest where its exposure amounts to less than 10 million Egyptian pounds. In late April, the bank acquired 51% of Kenya's Mayfair Bank, becoming Egypt's first bank to venture into the Kenyan market. CIB plans to expand the bank by focusing on the retail segment, corporate banking, and trade finance sectors, hoping to turn Mayfair into a hub for trade finance in Kenya. Here's CIB CEO Hussein Abasa.
All right, so I'm going to leave it there, but some more great news coming out of that CIB connection. We just recently got this courtesy of XRP Drops. If you guys want to check out the full video there, it is sourced there on YouTube. So I do urge you guys, if you're interested in this partnership, do check out that video. Some more great news here for Ripple partners and major banking institutions in the MENA region specifically. Want to keep moving, guys, because this controversy is just not letting up. I'm going to post these emails over time. This courtesy of Kashta here on Twitter. He says, I'm going to post these emails over time. Please read them for yourselves. People in the XRP community are giving their interpretation. You should see them for yourselves. Like and share so others can read this, and comments are all welcome. Now, there was this, a bombshell announcement or a bombshell revelation when Chris Larson's emails got revealed when his XRP got hacked, that there were bots trading XRP. Now, David Schwarz came in on Twitter trying to smooth this over. But did he have to? I mean, at this point, I'm feeling like, David Schwarz has told us XRP movement at this particular time is based on the speculation of the cryptocurrency market. We're not actually seeing any kind of price suppression or any kind of price appreciation based on the efforts of real-world utility. Now, we have been hoping that real-world utility would kick in for a very long time, but some people are still very skeptical. So Kashta here took it upon himself to post some of these emails. This is one from the GSR Market Making Bot version 2.0. Per the RL's request, GSR, they're all CC. They have developed a bot that will be providing liquidity as a market maker while net selling a specified percentage of overall XRP volume. For example, it will sell 3% of daily XRP volume in major crosses. The intent is to experiment with this as a more structured way to modernize XRP holdings rather than conducting ODL sales. This way, we algorithmically control the market impact rather than leaving that role to others who might have less experience trading. Our revenues from the strategy will scale with market volumes, which also feels appropriate. Chris and Fave given Chris and Fave, okay, given the okay to move forward with this here, starting with around 25 million XRP. So that was an email from this GSR saga. And there's some more links down here. Wrath of Conman saying, yeah, yes, please post these so that we can, take a critical look at this. Dark Horse was one of these drivers to suggest that maybe we should be skeptical of XRP price manipulation by Ripple. I'm seeing all these influencers on Twitter and users accuse Ripple of price manipulation and realize they're talking about me, but don't dare say my name, blah, blah, blah. Just in case people come to my post, watch the video, and realize it's actually court documents and it's all facts from the Ripple team and GSR, proving my point about influencers in general. Way to keep up the agenda and narratives. Well, David Schwarz did come out yesterday combating these claims. When the government tries to prove something, they get documents from everyone, even remotely connected to the thing they're trying to prove. They take the most damning statement they can find anywhere and shows it as if it was typical in every conversation of the topic. One of the times I was deposed. So David Schwarz, let's not forget, he was deposed. He has been deposed many times. And I'm thinking just off the top of my head for the Ripple SEC case, he says he was asked what I meant by some strange word in a statement with the name on it that the SEC got from a trove of documents from a PR agency. There was no evidence anyone at Ripple ever saw it. For all I know, it was written by an intern and their supervisor took one look at it and put it in a bin. But it's a document that's evidence in a court case. I would think that if the SEC thought that they could prove any significant violations of law other than selling an unregistered security or aiding Ripple in selling an unregistered security, they would have brought it as a claim. So a very important point here that David Schwarz is saying, the SEC has not brought up any kind of accusations that Ripple was manipulating XRP. So wouldn't you think that they'd bring it up by now if that's, one of their claims, if they really wanted to hit Ripple hard with that? But the SEC only made two claims, okay? Selling an unregistered security against Brad and Chris and Ripple, and aiding Ripple in selling an unregistered security against Brad and Chris. So then he says, I have no particular inside knowledge about the GSR emails, but I'll tell you what I make of it and other information surrounding it. I think Ripple employed companies to sell XRP for it rather than selling it themselves to provide a Chinese wall to protect against accusations of exploiting any inside information Ripple might be said to have or attempting to manipulate the price. Ripple directed their agents to try to minimize the impact of their trades on price, for example, by not selling huge amounts in short periods. So he is saying Ripple made a concerted effort to not fluctuate the price a lot because of the trading. The wash trading, I guess, is another word for it that they were doing. The agents were not micromanaged because that would defeat the point of using the agents. And so internal communications reflects the agent's understanding of how best to accomplish their directive. So this is all on the record here. David Schwarz is, he obviously feels comfortable enough to tell us this. He then goes on to say, obviously, I'm not unbiased, so make of it what you will. Dark Horse saying, I agree there was only 2 original charges, but the amended SEC complaint included more. I also agree that a lot of this about the bots were dismissed when the case was claimed against Chris and Brad, and in doing so, removed the construct of legally being held accountable for their actions, something I believe showed the SEC's true colors as it showed they wanted the disgorgement rather than protect investors. But the emails directly from Chris and GSR were not mistruths, old documents. These were words typed, written, and discussed within Ripple. Well, I mean, there is a lot of reason why Ripple would do this. Of course, their mandate is to make XRP as liquid as possible. I still don't think they manipulated price. I mean, David Schwarz does give a pretty good explanation here. Agents were not micromanaged. I mean, you would not decide to have a third party trade XRP and then decide to micromanage them. That, as David Schwarz points out here, defeats the purpose. So I think, Ripple had a valiant effort to keep XRP liquid, have been for a while. I mean, natural liquidity obviously would be better. And so when would we get natural liquidity? Well, when markets rally, and the crypto market has not been rallying for the last couple of years. We've seen bearish momentum, we've seen a lack of volume, but guys, with regulation is going to come a more liquid market. With that is going to come higher XRP prices. More demand for XRP is going to pump the price higher. And so to my point, the point that I think is going under, maybe the radars of some, but I've thought of this from the beginning because we are seeing the regulatory clarity now kind of match up concurrently with this bull run. Could we see the real world utility really pop off by, end of 24 into 2025 and beyond? And will the markets remain liquid? Will we even see bear markets like we have in the past? Is this thing just going to be on a bullish tear? I don't know. It's still anybody's guess. but that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think, and please subscribe to the channel, guys. We're so close. 100,000 subscribers. I'm going to be giving away 2 Ledger Nanos to 2 lucky subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe now. Right down there in the bottom right-hand corner, you can click there to subscribe to Working Money Channel. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.